When I came in 1985, there were a couple of rehabilitation patients scattered around the hospital, but there was no actual physical identified inpatient rehabilitation unit, and that's really why they hired me to establish the inpatient rehabilitation unit. We did that in 1985. We had a 23-bed general inpatient rehabilitation unit. We since added a second unit for traumatic brain injury. So clearly I would view that as the biggest accomplishment, is the establishment of 43 inpatient rehabilitation beds here at Sinai. When I first started out, the major focus was on the rehabilitation side, taking care of patients who had impairments or disabilities and getting them to be able to return to their home and to work. There wasn't very much in the physical medicine side. However, over the last 30 years, there's been an emergence of the physical medicine side. It's really non-operative orthopedics, musculoskeletal problems, with the idea that these people are having pain or impairments or disabilities, and then getting them improved or cured, and then allowing them to return to their family, return to work. Well, I think the single memory is when we first started, we didn't have a physical unit. We sort of were on one of the bed services and we were just using their beds. And then we had, which really presented us with a wonderful opportunity, and that was to plan the unit. So we sat down with the builders and the architects and the engineers, and they basically said to us, it's going to be this long and it's going to be this wide, and we're going to have 23 beds. And how do we want to set it up in terms of the rooms, the therapy areas, etc. So that gave us a wonderful opportunity, because many inpatient rehabilitation programs we're going to put you in a place that's already there and we're going to try to retrofit it. And it obviously works much better if we start from a clean slate. So that was the real memory, and the memory I have is the day we opened up the unit. The greatest joy is at the end of the time when you see a patient, talk with the patient, you help them do whatever it is you're there to help them do, and the patient says thank you. The biggest lesson I've learned is I'm still learning. That's the biggest lesson. Medicine continues to evolve. We continue to have new treatments, new approaches, new things, and that's what keeps it exciting. Well, it's certainly a wonderful honor, and I'm humbled by it. I think back to my parents. My parents came here from Europe. It was an arduous journey. My father actually had to go through Argentina, my mother through Canada. It wasn't getting on a plane and showing up 6 hours later. And they came here to have a better life, and to create a family and have a better life for them. And there's no question that I've been fortunate to live the American dream.